Calvin Johnson, the Megatron. Guys, the last NFL video I watched was the biggest athletic freaks in NFL history. Calvin Johnson was one of those people in that list, and I was surprised because his name doesn't sound athletic. You know, sometimes when you hear some players' names, you know, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, you know, Calvin Johnson. That sounds like someone that's supposed to be a lawyer or some Wall Street guy, not an athletic person. So I was very, very surprised that it was even you made that count, because before I watched that video, I already saw the poll that we made, because this video is about the NFL poll that we made, and I already saw the poll. I was like, okay. Then I now saw him in that athletic video. I was like, what? Calvin Johnson, athletic. That name doesn't just fit the person. That's just my opinion. I know that sounds stupid, but sometimes, like I just mentioned some of these players that I just mentioned now, their names sound athletic. You know, there's supposed to be players that are athletic. You know, DK Metcalf, you know, everything just sounds athletic. You know, Deion Sanders, Barry Sanders, you know, athletic sounding. Calvin Johnson sounds so Wall Street. Anyway, apparently it's very, very athletic as well. So I can't wait to check this one out. If you are new here, please help me out, hit that subscribe button. Also, please guys, like the video. Liking the video is very, very important. I know you guys don't think it's important, but we that do YouTube is very, very important. If you don't like the video, it's not going to leave this channel. Please guys, help me out. Just hit that like button. It doesn't take anything from you. Let's get right to it.
People can Google stats, so I'll let you do that at home, okay? But what I'm gonna tell you about is what I seen firsthand.
Google stats. I'm not really a stats guy though. I'm an eye test guy.
49-yard game with a 2-yard throw.
Whoa!
How good is he? It's how great is he?
Got to be real careful playing man-to-man against MegaTron.
He's the greatest
Megatron.
of our time. And that's my
Greatest of all time.
When you think about Calvin Johnson, first thing comes to mind.
Okay, nice. Probably like greatest running back of all time, right?
You're talking about 4.35 and 40 at 237 pounds.
speed, agility.
That's a beautiful sight. Watching Calvin Johnson go to work.
3 catches and 70 yards, 182 yards to break Rice's record for the most receiving yards in a single season in NFL history.
So he will, in your opinion, go down as the greatest receiver ever when all is said and done?
Okay, receiver.
Yes, I do believe so.
Much like Jerry Rice did in his heyday, he can take a short pass and do a lot of damage with it.
Fans in Detroit chanting Calvin. He's 25 yards away from that record. And the fans sensing it rise to their feet here.
This man is clearly, by far, the most gifted receiver who has ever come along in the history of this
Wow.
league.
He's just different.
Guys, tell me, what's the difference between a receiver and a running back? I know there are two different types of players, but both type of players are like athletic people that are running and getting the ball from the quarterback, right? So what is really the difference between the two? Because, you know, when I used to think about Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, you know, I was talking about how two of them fit quarterback with good passing, with a running back that is very, very fast, you know, run. So, okay, wait. Okay. I think let me use soccer as an example here. I think maybe running back is like a right back. I don't know whether any of you guys are soccer fans at all. But I think maybe running back is like a right back, while receiver is like a winger. Am I right? Anybody that follows soccer at all can try to explain to me whether I'm correct in that analogy.
MegaTron into the record books. NFL receiving yardage record.
I would venture to say one of the best we've ever seen.
10 catches, 204 yards on the night for Calvin.
he was as hard working in the weight room as anybody we had. And he bought in that this is going to make me better.
I didn't start. That's the thing. I didn't start. It was a
Were you a scrub?
varsity. You could say I was a scrub at the time.
Scrub.
And the legend is born.
With the second pick in the 2007 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions take wide receiver Calvin Johnson, Georgia Tech.
I think I might double team number 81. One-handed snap, Calvin Johnson. A human highlight reel.
Is he was blessed with a special stick when he was created.
Tight end set for Matthew Stafford, who goes out of the gun.
And he has taken those skills and went from good to great.
By Johnson, spectacular.
Great to excellent. And it's chasing phenomenal.
3rd and 8, Lions just across their own 27. Deep drive, 25, 20, MegaTron 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Wow.
73 yards on the connection and a bolt of lightning. The Lions
He's very, very fast.
here at Ford Field.
Like, it doesn't look, I don't know. He's deceptively fast. It's not like electric speed, like let me say Tyreek Hill, for example. But it's deceptive. I think maybe it's because he's taller. So maybe with his longer strides, it makes him faster than he looks. Megatron.
Because of his height. I don't know if there's a couple that might do.
Because of his height, like I said.
AJ Green, Antonio Brown, and these boys, they're big time as well, but they ain't Megatron. They're not on his level.
Wow. He has a very, very nice nickname.
Calvin Johnson being chased by 4 Cowboys.
It's a combination of size, weight, speed.
Yeah, size, weight.
Jumping ability. We've never seen anything like that. I've never seen a receiver like Calvin Johnson.
Wow.
He's a new physical archetype.
I don't know if he'll go down as the greatest of all time. I definitely think he'll have a chance.
Scott Linehan says, look, here are your options. You can go to Calvin Johnson, you can go to Calvin Johnson, or you can go to Calvin Johnson.
Hey, I actually forget his name is Calvin Johnson. I'm so used to calling him Megatron.
What did I just say? That name is weird. That name is weird for an athletic person. I'm serious, like Calvin Johnson. He's supposed to be working in Wall Street. Seriously. He's supposed to be on the field being athletic. What the hell?
Johnson reaches out and makes the catch. Boy, talk about extension.
Wow.
Incredible. This is the consummate Calvin Johnson. 2 people draped all over him, bringing into sharp focus the size, the speed, the leaping ability.
Did you ever deal with concussion?
Yeah, I don't. Stopped at the 1-yard line. The Detroit Lions.
I don't know how many I've had over my career, but I've definitely had my fair share.
No timeouts left.
That's scary, man.
If you had to guess, put a number.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 320.
Imagine being hit by all these strong people regularly. I mean, you are going to have concussion probably like at least once in every 3 games. It's like, I actually think at some point, I know you guys love the NFL. It's interesting for Americans. And to me, from what I've been seeing so far, it's okay. But I think at some point, a lot of athletes, like people that are with athletic abilities, will stop choosing the NFL as kids. They'll start, especially with their parents. Their parents will not allow them to choose American football. I think that is the point that soccer will start becoming a sport in the US. What do you guys think? I mean, I think so. Because the news is out there about the whole CTE stuff. It's already out there. So parents don't want their children to go through the whole CTE stuff. The children themselves, when they start growing up and start hearing about the CTE stuff, they'll be scared. So I think at some point, a lot of players will start pivoting towards soccer. That's just my opinion, though. Or maybe I'm hoping. I don't know.
9 yards receiving
The report is this morning that Calvin Johnson, one of the great wide receiver talents in the history of the National Football League, is going to retire.
I decided to retire based off of the way my body felt.
The natural comparison is Barry Sanders.
Right.
Barry Sanders, yeah.
In their prime.
This guy broke Jerry Rice's single-season record for receiving yards, and now has called it a career.
Johnson
Look at that, he's being hit.
yards and touchdowns for any player in NFL history never to win a playoff game.
Calvin
Wow.
Johnson, all 6'5" of them, has about a 42-inch vertical jump.
What do you think about people comparing you to Barry Sanders, saying I've had enough of this?
I've had enough.
Matthew Stafford sees that he's not open, that there's two defenders
Wait.
down there.
When I watched the other video when it was mentioned, I thought he retired early because of injury. Did he retire voluntarily? Like he just retired because he felt like this taking all these hits was too much. Actually, I wouldn't lie to you if I was playing the NFL. Like let me even say I was a great NFL athlete. That's why sometimes when I look at Tom Brady, I know he's a quarterback. Quarterbacks are not really that hit. They're not as hit as let me say wide receivers or running backs. But the fact that he's still playing and gave up his marriage for that, despite the fact that he has already cemented his legacy, in my opinion, it's like so. If I was playing in the NFL, I would have probably been like, this Calvin Johnson guy or maybe Barry Sanders. I wouldn't play more than 12 seasons. Seriously. Can you imagine being hit by all these guys? Every time. Every time being hit. Like, I guess maybe you can call me soft. I don't know, but I can't imagine playing this kind of game, being hit. And you're not being hit by normal people. We are being hit by athletic freaks. Beasts, monsters. Count me out.
Covering him, and he just alley-ooped
The last play of the game, you see him coming down over three people.
Wait, the money though. The money could make me keep playing. But that does not apply to Tom Brady. Tom Brady has enough money, so it's not the money. But I'm saying maybe the money that will make me keep playing.
No doubt in my mind, he will go down as the best receiver ever to play this game.
And his pass is caught by Calvin Johnson, and he beats everyone.
Is he the second best wide receiver in NFL history right now?
Who is the best? Wait. It was mentioned there that it was regarded as the second best wide receiver of all time. Who is the best? I hope it's not like I know I keep mixing up these people. Wide receiver, running back. I hope it's not Barry Sanders though. Who is the guy that is being regarded like at least at this point that this video was made, that's being regarded as the best wide receiver of all time? Tell me that in the comments. I would like to know that because maybe I'll put him in my next poll. But wow. That is really, really crazy because like for someone that played a very, very short career, it's actually very, very clear. Like if this guy could have had like a career like Tom Brady, maybe playing like 15 seasons plus, it would have probably been like a good candidate in terms of like overall, not just wide receiver. I think so. If he was rated this highly, just for 12 seasons, is it 12 seasons, right? Or 13 seasons as one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. I think if he had played like, let me say Tom, and let's be real here, at that position he can't play that long. I think quarterback is the only position that he can play that long. I don't think he can play running back, wide receiver, linebacker, any of those positions that you are going to be hit regularly. I doubt he can play in those positions for that long. I think quarterback is like the best. Like even if let's say I wanted to learn to play the American football as a kid, let me say for example, I'm too old now. There's no way I would choose any of these other positions outside of the quarterback. There's just no way around it. That was nice. I'm actually, like I said, this guy's name doesn't sound like an NFL player. It sounds like Wall Street banker. That's just how I look at that name. If I hear that name outside of this channel, Calvin Johnson, I'll just assume it's like a Wall Street banker or a lawyer or something. But apparently it's an NFL legend, which is weird. It's really, really weird. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I really enjoyed that. See you next time.